want to tell a better story, but how do I do that? It's a question I've been asking myself every day for time, basically. And one thing I want to focus on extremely is breaking it down into its most simple terms. So everybody always talks about the 3-act narrative. That's something that, you know, going forward I want to focus harder and harder on in order to make these vlogs make any sense. Because what's gonna make you want to watch this video, you know, until the end if there's nothing to look forward to, or there's nothing you're getting out of it. So I'm gonna show you what I've done in order to sort of learn and work on telling a better story. So what I've done here is I've set up a sort of visual on the 3-act structure. The setup, the conflict, and the resolution. And I went through the last 6 of my more recent videos, and I've gone through and I've dissected each and every one and tried to figure out, or tried to establish the first, second, and third act of each video. And try to see how good of a story I actually told and what I could do to improve. And one of the things I've determined from doing this is I think that the content is there, the information is there, it's just gotta slightly reorder it in order to make the presentation go a little smoother and make it more of a satisfying story. There was one instance specifically where there wasn't a conflict resolution and a setup or whatever. There was a setup, and then a separate setup. So there's 3 different narratives going on all at one time, and none of them got concluded. It was just really talking about this, didn't conclude that, started talking about something else, didn't really conclude that, started talking about something else, and then the video ended. So it was like, there wasn't really anything to take home from it. It was just sort of me talking. But then on the flip side of that, there was one that I did. It was the one where I fixed the door handle in my car. There was a very clear, it was a very literal meaning of the setup, the conflict, and the resolution. There was, I got the new door handle. I got the piece of plastic that I put in my door, and I got the piece. And then the conflict arose when I realized that the holes that hooked the things in, they were too small. I couldn't install it into my door because there was a problem. And then the resolution was me figuring out that I can widen the holes with a screwdriver, and happy ending, it went back in. So that is, you know, of the last 6 videos I've made, that's the best example of the 3-act narrative, whether or not I intended for it to be. Which I think I kind of did, but it was more subconscious than anything. So for this video specifically, my setup would be, I want to make better videos. I want to tell a better story. Both of those really just go hand in hand. And then Act 2 would be, you know, I'm trying to go back and figure out and watch these old videos and break them down and get it all figured out, figure out how I've done things well and how I've not done things very well. And then the resolution and the result of this video, hopefully that this video is better story-wise, and that I sort of gain a better understanding for future videos. And then there's another idea that, yes, story is very important to a video, but also the idea is very important to a video. And so I think what I've deducted is the idea is what your story is about. And so if you have a good idea and a good story presentation, then boom, really, really good video in the making. In order to, you know, properly improve and to get better, you gotta take it, you know, one little piece at a time. And so right now, I'm working on tackling the story element of it. Because ideas, I feel as though I haven't had a terribly hard time as far as coming up with ideas for videos. It's about presenting them and putting them together in a specific way in order to make it more of a cohesive story and to structure it better. And so for this video, like I've said, I've made the 3-act narrative extremely literal and extremely intentional, just in order so I could see it and so you guys can see it, and maybe I can come up with a better, I can leave with a better understanding of it than I came in with. Obviously this is something I want to carry over through the next videos and work on it and sort of adapt and improve and all that kind of stuff. So let me know down below after you've watched this video what you thought of it, and other ways, like things that you may have observed from past videos and whatever, and just help me try to improve for you guys and for myself as well, because I want to get better at it. I want to do better storytelling, and I want to do better presentation of a story. So that's something that I really want to do. So definitely provide some feedback, let me know, and that'd be it.